Hi guys, welcome back to part 11. We're getting a pace with the story now. I think we're just getting a little bit like everybody's trying to figure out where they stand with Tyler and with crap, I've forgotten her name. Alison. My aunt's name is Alison as well, so that's super like extra embarrassing. What's her name? I've never heard of it before. Yeah, so I think in terms of where we left off, I think there's going to be a little bit of romance between Tyler and Michael, possibly, or at least Michael maybe being a bit flirty. So we'll see. Let's get on with the video and see if we can get any more information out. I'd be interested to see if we actually end up going to the cemetery, because that's where Tessa is. So, by the way, the green screen at the start is because I'm kind of doing a behind the scenes makeover of this room because I want this to be a dedicated space for LizPlaysGames. It will have other uses for family life, but I essentially want to make it something cool for a backdrop. So I'm going to keep this up until that's done. So watch this space. Okay, let's get on with the video. Okay. Oh yeah, so he invited us over to his bitch's grotto. But I wanted to have a look at these first. Oh,
is that the mangy muskrat?
More weird things that we're going to steal. Bit of a 5-finger discount. It's fine, right in front of him. He don't care.
Is that a picture of a priest with little hearts?
Yeah. That's the hot priest who hosts Bible study with Tessa. And for the record, that was Allison's doing. She had a crush on him for ages. But he is very, very hot.
Shit, yeah. I remember him from when we were kids. That's Father Batista.
Yeah, he's got that silver fox thing going on now, see?
Yeah, yep, I see it.
There's all this like, who's the dad kind of things going on as well. So potentially trying to remember all the male characters to see who might be the dad.
Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Huh?
It's the trout I caught yesterday at the buzzard hole. Grilled it up with my world-renowned marinade.
Ah, yeah, that was super thoughtful.
That's actually super thoughtful. Thank you.
You sound surprised.
No, sorry. I'm just not used to people randomly doing nice things for me.
We'll have to fix that.
Oi, oi. Right, let's go see what you want then. We all know what you want, mate. Can't actually get the button to... There we go. Work.
No way. You like Duplex Duo too?
Yeah, Allison got me into him. We were supposed to go to his show in Juneau a few months ago.
Yeah, what happened?
And what happened?
You ever heard of moon rocks? We took 2 hits before going to the show and that was it. Our feet couldn't find the floor. Not our finest hour.
Lightweights.
And I'm done.
I'm surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my lifestyle in front of the customers, she doesn't say anything.
Man, must be exhausting to spend your days educating these people.
Here's the thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town would be a full-time fucking job. And emotional labor pays shit.
Huh. Do you ever get lonely here?
Do you ever get lonely in Delos Crossing?
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make my shit happen for me, because no one else will.
Right. I feel you.
And that's a leading question.
Hey, I hope this isn't too personal, but you ever been with anyone in Delos Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
Ha. Just go and never met the right person.
I've never really been with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But if I met a guy I was into, who knows?
Right, we've said those.
Anyway,
That was awkward. Anyway.
I gotta tell you, it's so weird to finally meet the other Ronan.
you mean the OG Ronan? I was born first, you know.
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Allison tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is thorough and she loves you like crazy.
I know. So, yeah, you were probably the first person to know about it other than Allison.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
Let's be nice.
But you're not too bad yourself.
I try not to be. Especially around guys I'm trying to impress.
Here we go.
So I wasn't blowing smoke when I said you should move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be. It pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah. I think you might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
I might vomit.
Well, golly gee, Michael.
Oh.
I think you're swell too. You're the cat's pajamas.
Shut up. I've got way better compliments than that. But I can't open with my best, right?
It's cool. So, I'll get more of those if I get to know you better.
For sure. If that's something you'd be interested in.
I might be. Yeah.
I thought I was being nice.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back. Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Well, the other option was a bit nasty, wasn't it? We're not looking for the same thing. Is a very cutting. Surely that would have split the bond as well. Didn't realise your swell too was going to be sarcastic as hell. Man, I was trying to be nice.
Here we are.
Ooh, the cemetery.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
Who are we going to be? Tyler, okay.
You look pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries,
Snap.
especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
Oh, why do I get to go first? Crooked tree. That's quite pretty.
So, do you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you
Oh.
been back here at all? since the funeral?
No. I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
There's a memory somewhere. Where is it?
My mother made us come here all the
Ah.
time. It was so weird.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No. It's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot, but sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
I wonder if it's that old lady in the picture with Eddie or the dad that's in the cemetery. Due to the national outlawing of native religions and ways of life, much of our knowledge of the old ways of Tinglit spiritual practice has been lost. Below are two everlasting examples of the love and reverence we continue to show our departed in the tradition of our ancestors. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read these, guys, but I'm going to put them up and you can always pause and pause the video if you want to read them. I'll probably catch up with it in edit. Unless I need to know something for a puzzle or something. A crooked tree. It's supposed to be near the entrance. Doesn't feel near the entrance to me.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
She says.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
Do you think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids. It's time.
Where is this memory? There it is.
You really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So, I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that on the tree?
Wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
99. It was 2000. It might not have been 99. Life measured in memory. I'm just trying to remember maybe the woman's name. I can't even remember it, to be honest. What's this? I'll gather information. – 2007. Yassi. That was 2 years after death. Let's go and speak to what's this?
Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure. But Michael should know.
Go speak to him.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, we get to sit on the... Oh, if I could... Hello.
So, how are you, holding up?
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Don't mind
Flirting in
me.
a cemetery.
I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God. Assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
Yeah, we've already spoken about that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Did we ask that top one already?
You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely.
No, I didn't.
I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Tlingit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Tlingit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No way I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
Oh, I've already... Am I going through it again? Oh. I'm getting confused.
On second thought, never mind.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Right, let's shimmy on out of this conversation.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Need to go find some creepy grave somewhere. Where is it?
So, how are you, holding up?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost be done packing by now.
Thomas.
So ready to put this place behind us. At least Mr. Hollywood Handsome over there is good company.
Funny how you never mentioned what your brother looked like before he got into town.
Oh, I just thought I'd surprise you.
Know where she is. To go through this gate, maybe. Justin. We can't go in the creepy shed, can we? No, okay. Sort of a good place for someone to hide out if they'd escaped. Just saying.
Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Oh, sorry
A few
guys.
steps in, and I'm started.
Allison, please.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back!
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, that's where I went when I ran off.
Where's the... There it is.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
Oh.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
But I'm gonna come see you every week. I'll be back soon, alright? Promise.
I promise that one.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
Kids. About to start.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that...
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today. You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
Carol Brown.
This spot's familiar.
There. Oh, Carol. That's who I was looking for.
I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know?
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
I wonder where she is.
Ty.
This is it. Right?
Yeah.
2000.
I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
It's not that one. Brooksmore.
Not this one.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we are looking. It's not that one.
Why
Nope.
can't I remember?
I just can't read it, guys. That's all it is. Surely it wouldn't have been that weathered. Oh, it is. Okay. Mind you, this is Alaska, so yeah, weathering's probably quite prevalent on the rocks.
Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
They're pissed.
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I won't do this again. I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting by on handouts for years. There are only so many times you can show up high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I don't think Tessa's the main reason the family fell apart. But she could have done better.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
It's gonna be on me again, isn't it? No, I don't think she was malicious or hurtful. Made stupid choices, but what she thought was the best, so we're gonna stick with forgiving her.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the video there before it gets too long. I say that a lot, don't I? I'll stop saying that now. You get the idea. I'm trying to keep them short. Okay, so I think we can see a pattern here. We're going through talking to people, and we're either going to separate our bonds with them or we're going to bring them closer together. And I don't know how much of a consequence that has later on down the line. I'm assuming that they're going to help. I hope they'll help us. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. This is it's quite twisty-turny as to how you're going to go. And emotionally as a person, you can then determine how much forgiveness you have within yourself as well, I suppose, because I've been forgiving these people like it's nothing, but I haven't lived the trauma that they would have lived. So would I be so open to it? I'd hope to think I would. Especially if I had the memory powers like they did. You can see how much certain people tried and did love the children. That gets a bit clouded as you get older, I should imagine. Anyway, that's my psychological analysis done. Wow, just got those two words out and it really... I was like, you can do it. You can say those words without tripping up. I did it. Okay. Stay safe, stay amazing, and I'll see you next time.